Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be exploring one of my favorite topics, trends. I absolutely love researching trends and utilizing that research to apply themes to my creative work. We're going to specifically be looking at what I consider the top 10 trends in graphic design for 2023. Trends are important as they often guide creatives in their work and they can have a huge impact on retail. I also believe that they are a good signal of the direction that the creative industry is taking, and while it's important to not blindly follow trends, it is still helpful to have knowledge about them and how you can apply them to your own stylized work. Let's get started. The first trend we're going to look at is expressive type. Typography is one of the most important elements that is often used in graphic design. Even though type treatments in text are primarily used to convey a message, designers are pushing the limits on how far they can go to add some extra creative character in the type forms that they are using for their work. Over the years, as font creation software like glyphs has become more and more accessible, almost any person or designer can create their own font with ease. Due to this, we are seeing an incredible influx of non-traditional and rule-breaking fonts to choose from. Whether you're looking for a font to add some personality to your designs or you want to make a statement with your work, there's sure to be a unique font that will work for you. If you want to try your hand at creating your own font, definitely check out my font making course. It's available on Skillshare and on my learning platform, learncreatedesign.com. I'll be sure to include links in the description box below. The second trend we're going to be looking at is 3D design. 3D design is becoming more and more mainstream in design work. As advancements in design technology become ever more prominent, we are finding that making high-quality renderings is easier than ever to produce. When combined with the advancements in things like VR and the metaverse, and the growing desire for highly immersive products and experiences, it makes a lot of sense to see 3D design in the graphic design world. We're likely to see 3D in everything from logos, icons, typography, and more to reach out to viewers in a way that draws them in. The vintage design style is a throwback to a simpler times when everything was made by hand with an eye for detail. Fine detailed line work and textures are two very prominent aspects of this type of work. While the minimalism trend has been around for a few years now, the vintage minimalism sub-trend is starting to gain some traction as a new trend to follow in the industry. This approach combines the best of both worlds by taking away elements that are not necessary and leaving only the essentials. The result is a clean, sophisticated, and timeless design. The fourth trend we're going to be exploring is foil and metallic printing. One of the biggest graphic design trends for 2023 is foil printing. I feel like this finish becomes popular every so many years. While gradients have been making a comeback, foils offer an eye-catching way to add that extra bit of luxury and style to your print materials. For brands, foil printing can help add a touch of class and sophistication to their products. If you want to experiment with foiling at home, check out my course on how to make foiled projects at home using the Mink foiling machine and Cricut. I'll leave it linked below. The fifth trend we're looking at is motion. Static still imagery has always been the traditional way to advertise for many years, but making your visuals move was always considered something special. Today, with the advancements in design technology, it is now possible to create beautiful, high-quality moving images that can be used for advertising and marketing across industries. From the moving GIFs online and on social media to the small billboards at bus stops outside of a mall or randomly placed in a city square. Brands today don't need a huge budget anymore to show their creativity in motion. The sixth trend we're going to be exploring is inclusive visuals. Representation absolutely matters. I've shared similar concepts in past roundups, but I always think it's important to explore how humanity and society as a whole impact the direction of creative visuals in the design industry. That's why more brands are adopting inclusive design practices. This is being done in order to show viewers and users from all walks of life that they're seen and represented. A huge difference that we're seeing in 2023's inclusive designs is that those with truly progressive visuals will go beyond ethnically diverse icons and Pride Month advertisements. Brands need to keep in mind that performative displays of solidarity don't always create change, but fully walking the walk will help pave the way. The new year will likely bring to light more gender diverse imagery, indigenous representation, continued support for the BIPOC communities, and disability friendly accessible designs. The seventh trend we're going to explore is utilitarian design. This trend is all about functionality and simplicity. It is gaining momentum as we move into an increasingly digital world with a focus on ease of access. With so much of our lives taking place online, this design trend really emphasizes how important it is for websites and apps to be easy to use and navigate. Utilitarian design is focused on simplifying user experience by taking away unnecessary design elements. All of this is achieved through minimalism in design, clear navigation, and easy to understand content. The eighth trend we're going to be looking at is flat design. This trend really plays off of the utilitarian and minimal design trends and is all about simplicity. Flat design focuses on leaving things out in the design and illustration styles. It keeps things simple. This idea often means minimal shadows, gradients, and 3D effects. The idea is just to focus on delivering a clear message with the design concepts and art. Flat design seems to be really popular within the tech industry as it allows for a streamlined and efficient design, making things easier to understand and display. In addition, websites are able to load faster and resize easily without losing any quality on high-definition screens. The ninth trend we're going to be looking at is Serif Fonts. In addition to the Expressive Type trend, we are seeing an ever-growing focus on utilizing Serif Fonts in design work. Serif Fonts have been put into the creative spotlight for graphic design trends in 2023. These typefaces definitely give off a bit of a throwback vibe to a design, and I think they work well with the vintage-inspired design trends. You can give your design work a fun and relatable look with a rounded serif like Cooper. The final and 10th trend we're going to be exploring is maximalism. This final trend, I mentioned this in the 2022 rundown, but it is still holding on for 2023, and it's about getting even bolder with your design choices. The style is on the other side of the creative spectrum and is all about rejecting the typical rules of graphic design, including the idea that you should keep your design work simple. While traditional design yells less is more, and that falls into the whole utilitarian design concepts that we're also seeing, but maximalism believes that more is more. With this trend, we're seeing the use of bold color combinations, layered images, creative typography, and even repeating motifs. This trend is all about catching the attention of the viewers. The use of varying fonts is also a big part of the maximalism trend, with typefaces switching between things like bold and condensed, which really helps to use your space in a creative and efficient manner. If you like the idea of creating repeating seamless motifs in your work, definitely check out some of my surface pattern design classes that walk you through how to create a seamless repeating motif pattern. I'll leave those linked in the cards above and the description box below. Now that you have a roundup of trends, let me know if you are already using them or you plan to implement some of these themes in your design work. If you enjoyed or found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you are not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in taking your design skills to the next level, definitely check out my courses on learncreatedesign.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!